initiative to be part of it here in San Antonio to end HIV. And I'm excited to be here in Texas, where San Antonio is going to be leading the way. There is no other city in this state that's taking on this charge, and we are only 1 out of 13 in the entire country. That's something to be very proud of. And yet cities from around the world, like New York City, are showing us that it's possible. They are on pace to effectively end new HIV infections by 2020. Now San Antonio, as we know, probably thankfully, is not New York City, but I'm confident that we can get to the 90-90-90 goals that are outlined in the Fast Track Cities initiative. That is, 90% of people living with HIV know their status, that 90% of people who are positive are accessing antiretroviral drugs, and that 90% of people living with HIV are virally suppressed. Our numbers now aren't that bad, but they can be better. We're dealing with human lives. And I have a 9-year-old son, and his mother, my wife, taught him to remind me that when I'm dealing with things like infrastructure and streets and public safety and whatever it is, that at the end of the day we're dealing with lives. We're trying to make people's lives better no matter what the policy is. The climate right now in San Antonio is the right time. We can do better, we can do more, we can engage people without shame or stigma that often comes with this disease. I'm grateful to some of you for the work that has already started in this community, but we do need to redouble our efforts, and I'm especially grateful to Dr. Bridger, who is leading some very difficult charges at our mental health department. We need to work in concert with each other, and in the past 5 years, we know the HIV epidemic has expanded in San Antonio, particularly among young people. And our city is home to one of the largest new hotspots of HIV infections in the United States. I am grateful, though, that our community partners, in concert with the CDC and the Texas Department of State Health Services, used this moment as an opportunity to work collaboratively and establish best practices in response to this threat. But I want to recognize that I can also be part of that solution, and that's why I'm here today. Everyone has a small part to play, and that includes me. So here's what I'm going to do. I will commit to helping you all spread the word that the landscape of HIV has changed. This is not the disease we knew when we were in school. People who don't have HIV can prevent it every day with one pill a day. People who acquire HIV and start treatment early live almost as long as people without HIV. And everyone, and that means everyone, needs to follow CDC recommendations and get tested at least once in their lives. A lot of our community, probably most of our community, doesn't know these things, and that's why we're going to focus very hard on changing that. I'm excited to see what strategies come out of this room today, and when World AIDS Day rolls around in December, I'll be signing my second Paris Accord, saying that San Antonio is the first city in Texas to join the Fast Track Cities initiative. We can get to 90-90-90, I'm very confident of that, as I know you all are too, but we need all of us to be working together. So, on behalf of our city of 1 million plus, and 1 million plus will be born and move here in just a few short years, I want to say thank you for all the work that you've already done, the work that you're dedicating yourselves to doing by being in this room, and I am here to serve you and to help you be successful. So thank you very much for having me this morning.